Well. Good morning to Grenada, Carriacou, Petit, Martinique, all the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the world. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Grenada here on K105 and also on Hot 98 via GBN TV, also social media platforms, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Good morning and thanks for, of course, I'll be part of the experience this morning as usual. Now let me go over to my bro this morning on the other side of Hot 98. That's Gary, and see what's up with him this morning. Gary, good morning. How you doing? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good.
All right. Some reason or the other, there's a little bit of echo coming from you this morning, so we may have to revert to a different feel this morning. Let's see if we can get that taken care of. You with me?
Yeah, man, I'm with you.
All right. We got that echo, Gary. Sort that out. Hey, folks, we're moving up. Make that 28 minutes moving up before the top of the hour. We drew for a break. Let's take that break. When we come back, most likely, of course, we continue with Good Morning here on K105 and Hot 90. Let's take that break. We're coming right back.
Tired of changing your baby's clothes? We have the perfect solution. Sleepy Denim Diapers, giving you that fashionable denim look throughout the day with the same soft touch. Look cool, look hip, rock in style with Sleepy Jeans.
Distributed by Sleepy Diapers Grenada Limited, Loafers Lane, St. George, and available at shops and supermarkets island-wide.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas. Clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG. Clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas? Get Rubis, get going.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
On K105, Hot 98, and GBN TV, and the various platforms around the world. Good morning, and welcome once again to Good Morning Grenada. And I think we have that little problem rectified. Hey, Gary, how you doing? We back. And
it feels good when a plan goes through. Mm-hmm. You know, life is good.
Yeah, life is good. Always good. Yeah. So how are you doing this morning? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Terrific.
I'm doing good, man. I would say
life is good. I'm alive, 6 feet above And I got to be thankful for that. Today is Wednesday. It means that today is the middle of the week.
Yep.
So whatever plans you have today, make sure, of course, you execute it to perfection. Whether it's social or professional, whatever it might be, make sure you execute it to perfection. Yeah, man.
All right. We're getting set to moving to the, of course, our lineup this morning. You know, the good stuff we throw to you every morning. Just get your mind percolating in the right way. You know, word of the day, the thought of the day, of course, your health tip and more. We throw that out for you every morning. And Gary, let's go directly into a health tip this morning. Let me get that right.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Word of the day. Yeah.
Like you forgot your coffee this morning, GT.
I had my coffee. I don't know what's happening, but anyway.
All right.
Let's get into the word of the day. Let's get the word of the day in as we flow.
Word of the day. Word of the day is transpire. It's a verb, and it's spelled TRANSPIRE. Once again, transpire. Now, transpire means to happen or to become known. Here is a sentence. The police are still trying to determine what transpired on the night of the accident. Here is another sentence. After the business magnate was arrested for financial related crimes, it transpired that he has been in insurmountable debt for years. Transpire, based on Latin separe, meaning to breathe, was originally used technically to describe the passage of a vapor through the pores of a membrane such as the skin. From this use developed a figurative sense, to escape from secrecy or to become known. That sense was used in ambiguous contexts and often meant to happen or to take place. Your word of the day.
Of the day. Yes. So that was the word of the day for today, folks. And as we're moving along this morning, let's get into the thought of the day. We, of course, keeping things moving quickly this morning. And the thought of the day for today. Let's get into that. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. That was Thomas Jefferson, of course, originating that particular thought of the day for you. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. So that's your thought of the day, Gary, for this morning here on Good Morning Grenada G Squared. Don't forget, folks, if you want to chime in anytime, you could always give us that call via telephone number. That's 435-2041. Let me say congratulations to, what's her name again? Let me see if I can get that name. Is it Sindra? Sindra, good morning. Actually, she was the winner, Gary, and actually she called me very early this morning. I didn't get to get all the information from her yesterday, and she actually won that drink hamper yesterday, and she called really early this morning and said, hey, I didn't get to you yesterday. So congratulations once again, Sindra. Have yourself a lovely day. And
yeah, man, congratulations, and keep plugged on. You know who did it for you, man.
Yep.
Classic GBN. You know how we do.
Right. Have a good morning. Hey, let's get into a health tip this morning, and our health tip comes to you compliments Mitchell's Health and the Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is our business. Your health tip for today.
For today, if you are diabetic, avoid wearing socks with tight elastic bands, as they can reduce blood circulation in your feet. All right, so I'm sure most of you already knew that, but for those who might have somehow not, then a little advice for you as far as if you're diabetic. You know, you don't want to wear things that squeeze you. That's problems.
Yeah, you want to improve that circulation as much as possible, so think about that. That's your health tip for today. If we're moving on, Gary, lots in store for the viewers and listeners this morning. Good morning to YouTube listeners this morning. Viewers will say, and listeners by YouTube. I want to thank you folks for, of course, tuning in this morning and being part of Good Morning Grenada. And Gary, I think you touched something, but nevertheless, let's roll on. And let's get set for, of course, Did You Know segment. We do also have coming up the riddle for this morning. So let's get into our Did You Know segment this morning, Gary. Gary, you want to take care of the Did You Know segment this morning, and I'll take care of the riddle.
Hey, don't mind if I do.
I'm getting something playing in the background from you, but see what's up with that.
All right. Now, I I put it on.
You put it on.
All right.
Okay.
So, wedding ring tradition. The history of wedding ring. Wedding ring finger. You ever wonder where that practice came from?
I often wondered. Tell me.
Yeah, well, the wedding ring tradition dates back to ancient Egypt, as archaeologists have found evidence of hieroglyphics. Brides would wear a ring. The other ancient cultures wore wedding rings as well. People have been slipping wedding rings on their left fingers since the time of the ancient Greeks and Romans. The reason the fourth finger was the wedding ring finger of choice, if you're asking that question, there is a touching explanation. Y'all check this out. Now, in ancient times, it was thought that there was a vein in your finger on your left hand that ran straight to your heart. And the heart, of course, was thought to be the center of our emotions back then. So ancient Romans called this vein the vena amoris, Latin for vein of love. Now, our knowledge of the human body has evolved greatly since then. Of course, most notably, we humans have no such vein. Yeah. Sadly. In addition, we know now that the heart is an organ for pumping blood, but that hasn't stopped us from continuing to talk about it in romantic, emotional context. Likewise, we still wear wedding rings on our fourth fingers. You know what I mean? So it's just a tradition that has never really stopped. You know, we get into the practice of doing things generation after generation, and we never stop to question what does it all mean?
Why we really doing it for whatever reason, you know. So it's actually the emotion that you bear for another is most important there, Gary. You understand? Yeah. The ring is only a symbol, per se.
Just a symbol.
Just a symbol, man. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. As we move on this morning, folks, time check for you. We're moving up to just around, is it already, man? 16 minutes moving up before the top of the hour here on K105 on Hot 98. Good morning, Grenada, G Squared. Let's hit the riddle, Gary, before we actually get set for the news this morning. And our riddle this morning comes to compliments of dear friends at Sleepy Dappers. All natural, all organic for your baby's total comfort and protection. Sleepy Dappers, always for better. Now, here's the riddle for today. And let me see you folks could decipher it a little bit. And when we come back to the second segment, we'll get the answer. I can be long. I can be short. I can be grown. I can be buff. I can be painted or left bare. I can be round or square. What am I? I'll repeat that for you one last time before we get set for the news. I can be long, I can be short, I can be grown, I can be buff, I can be painted or left bare. I can be round or square. What am I? What am I, Gary?
We're going to find out when we come back. All you smarty pants, time to start getting those engines and those screws and those motors rolling through in your brain. We'll be right back with the answers and find out who are those out there getting it right this morning.
And we're moving out 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Time to come to compliments Grace Foods. We're going to take that break, folks. And when we come back, we get directly into the AM edition of news here on K105 on Hot 98. Also rebroadcast off last evening news on the GBN TV. We'll be back just around 7 a.m.
A blended approach to Spice Mass 2022 will be used for Grenada's marquee cultural event, bringing an end to a 2-year hiatus because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Minister of Culture Yolan Bain Hosford said Carnival will be held under strict protocols as the Spice Mass Corporation submitted a proposal which Cabinet readily approved.
It wasn't very difficult because we had the reports from the Ministry of Health. We have had other reports from the police. So it's not just the team, SMC, preparing the proposal, but a lot of groundwork and a lot of research has been done and a lot of collaborative efforts with all the mass players, etc., and all the stakeholders. Bringing that to Cabinet, we were very impressed because it was pretty much holistic. It created quite a balance in terms of the information that was shared to Cabinet. So it wasn't very difficult for Cabinet to make that decision based on the information that was shared.
In other news, no limit on gatherings for fully vaccinated people is one of the easements being realized while government gives consideration for unvaccinated individuals. Minister of Health Nicholas Steele says the lifting of social distancing requirements at churches can now be considered. However, mask wearing will continue until a review is done in the coming weeks.
We do hope, if the current trend continues, that we can be looking at most, if not all, of our restrictions, travel included, being changed by April. March, April. And I think most countries are contemplating that too. So which is good news for us all.
Addressing a late afternoon post-cabinet briefing today, Minister Steele spoke on a number of issues that were raised by members of the media. He noted that an event over the weekend did not produce a spike. However, permission has been granted for Karaku's Carnival, while the appointed subcommittee still contemplates restrictions for Spice Mass 2022.
Look, we're not going to get everybody vaccinated in Grenada. We do need to get as many people as possible vaccinated. Otherwise, as I said, we will always remain vulnerable. The gatherings and making a difference between fully vaccinated and unvaccinated is not to spike people. It most definitely is not. It is to try and make sure that risk is reduced as much as possible for the time being. But there comes a time where we will move forward with no restrictions on gatherings, and that it will not matter whether you are vaccinated or unvaccinated with respect to moving about or going to places. It will matter and continue to matter with respect to an individual's risk to COVID-19.
Meanwhile, justice was swift for a St. George's businessman who was arrested and charged for inflicting a wound on a senior police officer, which led to him being hospitalized. Let's go to Christelina John for this update.
The court is sending a message. This was the sentiment of lawyer Jerry Edwin following this morning's sentencing of the man charged with the wounding of a sergeant of police. 38-year-old Godwin John, a businessman of Grenville Street, St. George's, has been sentenced to 10 months in prison, 4 days after striking Sergeant Adrian Pantru over the head with a bottle. The wounding incident occurred on Friday at Grenville Street, St. George's, when Sergeant Pantru intervened in an altercation between two men and was struck with a bottle to his head, causing him to sustain an injury that warranted 5 stitches. A lawyer representing John, Jerry Edwin, said the court has had enough.
It's unfortunate that an ordinary assault has escalated into an offense that attracted a prison term. But it has been our practice lately in the courts, because I think the magistrate and I think the rest of civil society is just tired of seeing altercations and public fighting. I mean, I think we've just had too much of it. And the reaction of the court this morning was to send a message. I think that really is what happened. The court is sending a message that public fighting will not be tolerated. I think the court perceives there's a breakdown in the social order.
The maximum penalty for wounding, according to Edwin, is normally 2 years and a maximum fine of $4,000. He says while the court was making a statement, other factors were considered in John's sentencing.
We asked the court to be lenient, and we think the court was in the circumstances, because Mr. John did not know Sergeant Pantru was an officer of the law. I think that is clear. Granted, he was drinking, and alcohol does blow your vision, regardless of all the nice ads you see on television about the beauty of drinking alcohol. Alcohol is a precursor to violence. And Mr. John was inebriated, unfortunately. In a case like this, where the maximum is 2 years and $4,000, where a person receives 10 months in custody, that is justice. justice was served in this case. And I must point out that Sergeant Panchu has declined compensation in this case because he was entitled to compensation.
Sergeant Panchu is said to be recovering at home in good spirits. Christelina John, GBN News.
And finally, in the local segment of news, Grenada will be the location for the historic signing of a roaming agreement between Flow and Digicel with the Caribbean Telecommunications Union on Wednesday. The signing of the St. George's Declaration on Roaming is expected to make services more accessible and affordable to customers of member states. Secretary General of the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, Rodney Taylor, says having a single digital space will result in reduced prices for customers.
We benefit from economies of scale because we're treating the region as one space, and therefore they can acquire, equipment and buy services at a more reduced rate. And we fully expect that those cost savings will be passed on to the consumer. That will certainly drive the cost of access down and make it more affordable. The region's access at the moment compared to the rest of the world is still relatively high. But governments have also put in place mechanisms such as universal service funds, which offset the cost of providing services to places where it's not feasible to do so. And that fund could also be used in some cases to provide devices and pay for internet access for persons who can't afford it. So there are mechanisms in place that could help to drive the cost of technology down and make it more feasible to provide technology where it may be difficult to provide access.
He said COVID-19 has pushed countries to realize the importance of digital services.
For almost 2 years, our children could only access the education using online platforms. So it was critical for them to have internet access and to have access to devices. But also, even the financial services, banking, every sector has been impacted. Even the restaurants started to receive their orders online, payments online, and that kind of thing. So it is now very critical, certainly because of the global pandemic. But beyond that, the entire world is moving towards, digital modes of doing business. A lot of the big companies now globally, think of Facebook, now Meta, Google, they're all technology-based companies, and therefore, if we are to develop and advance in the region from a social and economic perspective, and even from a cultural perspective, we have to place great emphasis on technology and ensure that we're not left behind.
He said COVID-19 has pushed countries to realize the importance of digital services. CARICOM Ministers for Information and Communication Technologies in May 2017 approved the integrated work plan for the community's single ICT space. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is the lead head of science and technology for CARICOM. This is GBN Primetime edition of news. Coming up, Barbados' Prime Minister and top UK-based lawyer to address the new National Party's convention on Sunday. That story next.
Sunday, February 27th. It's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
This is the last time that you will hear me for a while. This is the last time that you will hear me for a while.
Don't miss the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Tune into this station Sunday, February 27th, 3 p.m. Eastern Caribbean Time, 2 p.m. Jamaica Time.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Barbados' Prime Minister is slated to be one of two featured speakers at the new National Party's convention on Sunday. The other is former island scholar Akima Paul Lambert, a top lawyer in the United Kingdom. Christina John spoke with NNP's PRO Roland Bowler on Tuesday.
Having called general elections in her home country 18 months earlier than it was constitutionally due, could Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley's presence in Grenada this weekend be an indication that the island can look forward to an early call to the polls? Or is it that the party is showing their level of preparedness or just gauging the political temperature? General Secretary of the ruling New National Party, Roland Bowler, was questioned.
Not really, in honesty, you are partially correct with what you say. Normally, when you're leading and you're getting closer to an election, if there's a convention, over the years, yes, you try to invite someone from the region or probably extra-regionally. But it has been a tradition in the NNP to invite dignitaries from outside to address the convention per se, whether there's an election or not. One can read into this one either way, but it's not unusual for us to bring in a foreign speaker.
Prime Minister Mottley, he says, will not delve into party politics, but rather speak from a Caribbean standpoint, challenges pertaining to the pandemic, the role Grenada has played as a territory in managing such, and best practices that can be adopted. Meanwhile, speculations are rife that Akima Paul Lambert, a top lawyer in the UK, has been contacted by factions of the NNP to be a candidate for the upcoming general elections.
I can't say that she was. I know for a long time now there have been mutual interests. I can speak on that in that Ms. Lambert had been a member of the party for quite a while now. There had been some interest. This coming election, from where I sit, I don't know that will be a possibility. Still, much things are possible. As we know it, it's 24 hours in politics is a very long time. A lot of things can happen within 24 hours. In fact, politics is a very...
Mrs. Paul would be the first featured speaker to address mainly the young people, he says, sharing her experiences, challenges, and successes. This year, the convention will be held semi-virtually, meaning that there would not be the usual mass gathering in one location. General Secretary Roland Bowler explains the structure of this year's convention.
Which would be the Trade Center. So the speakers will be speaking from there. There are about 3 constituencies that will bring in the delegates and some observers in that site. And then you have several other stations around the country. So.
NNP's convention on Sunday will be held under the theme NNP, Tried, Trusted, and Delivering. Christina John, GBN News.
Get ready for a season of Grooving Smooth and Live on GBN. Grooving Smooth and Live is a 1-hour performance gig every Thursday from 8 p.m. featuring performances from our local musicians and short interviews discussing all things musical. Every Thursday, a different musician and a different instrument will be featured, from the violin to the saxophone to the trumpet, guitar, and steel pan. Our local musicians playing, improvising, and educating us on all genres of music. Join GBN with host musicians Matthias and Shireen and a special guest every Thursday at 8 p.m. It's Grooving Smooth and Live on GBN.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us 1-231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-775 about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208. 408 or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox, your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Barbados. Protection and sustenance of the environment are key in promoting a healthier nation. The hotel industry plays a major role in this regard since some of what they do impacts the environment negatively. GBN's Chrislina John spoke with Sandals Grenada Resort Health and Safety Manager on a recent award.
Sandals Grenada Resort and Spa has received gold status through Earthcheck, the world's leading business advisory group specializing in sustainability and destination management for the travel and tourism industry. According to Environment, Health and Safety Manager for the resort, Alifa St. Paul, this is their 5th year of being certified.
Every year, we basically gather data in terms of energy management, waste management, water management, and we report in the Earthcheck tool. So Earthcheck basically assists us in seeing how well we do in saving on our water, in our waste management initiatives, and so forth.
According to the resort's HS manager, it is a partnership Sandals has with Earthcheck that aids in keeping the resort in check as it pertains to the sustainability of the environment. She says the resort is now looking into waste management on the island through a partnership with other organizations, vendors, and farmers to lessen the amount of waste going into the landfill. Sandals Grenada is extending an embrace to other hotels coming on board to join the initiative.
And with all of the negative impacts, we want to have a way that we sustain the environment at the same time. So whatever we do to offset, we have other initiatives to balance that off, as simple as tree planting. So if other resorts were to partner with Earthcheck, it helps us see how much of an impact we have on different aspects of our operation and how best practices can come forth in order to mitigate same.
The resort sustainability policy, she adds, is a collaboration between the resort and Earthcheck, which outlines what areas will be focused on throughout the year. Their annual audit is to ensure that what is documented is put into practice. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power that.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority, and this is no different from the COVID-19 vaccines.
The COVID vaccines that we have available are very effective and safe, and it is very important for elderly persons and frontline health workers and other frontline workers to get it, because these vaccines protect you from becoming ill if you get COVID.
As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for use in the general population, monitoring for safety continues. Each COVID-19 vaccine goes through the same clinical trials and rigorous study as with all other vaccines, with the focus on safety and efficacy.
Nothing goes into the nucleus, nothing affects the genetic code of the human. It is a very safe vaccine. This is a vaccine that we all need to take because it will keep us safe.
Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
No, that's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
So we're back here on Good Morning Grenada G Squared. Hey, don't forget the numbers. Of course, you can chime in with us. If you're looking at GBN TV right now, you actually see the number showing on the screen. Those of you listening via the, of course, terrestrial radio, the number is 435. That's 2041, 435-2041. You could always send us a message via WhatsApp, also via the actual same number. That's 435-2041. Or you could always give us that call when a phone call is requested. Hey, let me say good morning to my bro Gary over there at Hot 98. So we're back inside the second segment of Good Morning Grenada here on the K105 and Hot 98 GBN TV. Once again, our social media platforms. Good morning. Those of you viewing whatever part of the world you're viewing us from, let me say good morning to you. If it's getting to maybe close to midday in your neck of the woods, depending on the country you're at, probably some country you're at right now, it's probably already getting to evening time. Let me say all the best to you. Hey, Gary, what's up, my brother? We're back here on Good Morning Grenada. And somehow I haven't seen, I think our riddle this one is a little bit touchy, I would say. I'm not seeing much folks chiming in on it yet. You understand?
Yeah,
in terms of giving the answer.
It's a little bit difficult.
It's a little difficult this morning, but
yeah, I'll be the first to admit.
I'll still throw it out again. Hope folks could take some time out to figure it out.
Trying to get your audio levels here on my end. I'm not getting your levels on my end.
I know.
FM's end.
All is great for me. I can't be long. I can't be short. I can't be grown. I can't be buff. I can't be painted or left bare. I can be round or square. What am I? That was, of course, our riddle for this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Just so, of course, those of you of us, of course, probably in the industry, especially those of you who always want to know what a particular cruise ship, just for some reason or the other, you may not have the list, and you're probably a tour guide, a vendor per se, and you want to know the list. You're just interested to know which particular cruise ship will be with us today. Today's Wednesday, and we're expecting two crucial with us today. We're looking at the Enchanted Princess, and it has a capacity of 3,660. Look at also for the Adia Perla with us today also, with a capacity of 3,450. So two reasonably sized ones. And both should be, one will be around 7 a.m., so which means one is already in. The other comes in just around 8 a.m. this morning. One stick around with us till about 2 p.m. this afternoon. The other will stick around till about 6 p.m. So take a note of that. Hey, Gary, you ready for me, my brother? Hope everything is sorted out on your end for some reason.
Yeah. Everything is all right.
All right.
Everything's all right.
So what's good? What's popping in the news these days? Of course, should I say, what's popping in the news for today? We had some information yesterday that had been released that I think lots of Grenadians are happy to hear.
They know that already.
Yeah, they know, but some folks may be happy to hear it. You understand?
Yeah.
We're going to have Spice Mass in 2022.
It's a go, folks.
Yep.
Must have to play.
Well, there's going to be some limits to it, especially for the folks who are unvaccinated. Lucky for you who are vaccinated, you may be able to attend most of the events. Because there's going to be, I understand there's going to be a host of course, virtual and in-person events coming up. You understand? Yeah. So
there's not going to be no jumping the fence and them kind of things. No street events, at least if they are imitating Barbados, St. Vincent and those places, Trinidad. Yeah, so please keep that in mind.
a lot can change, Gary, by now in August. A lot can change. A lot can change.
Timon, why don't you run the promo, boy?
Yeah. Let's.
Yesterday this promo came out.
Interesting promo in it. It is, right?
Yeah.
And I think it just came out and just took over social media for some reason or the other. Everybody was sharing that yesterday, man.
Man, I tell you.
For those of you who missed it, let's take a look at it. For those of you who may have missed it, let's take, of course, a view of it via GBN TV once Master Control can get it up and running. Put that together, did a great job indeed. It was indeed captivating there. Grenada have the best mass by far. Wow.
After 2 years in Nigeria.
Yeah, man.
After 2 years.
Well, as I said in the intro, a lot can change between now and August. We may be pondering by the all virtual and stuff like that. You never know. Things could change. We know in an endemic, no longer the pandemic. We're in an endemic right now. So which means...
Well, tell you what. Speaking about Carnival, yesterday our very own Tall Pre was down there in TNT.
Yeah.
And he put on this performance. It was a hell of a performance, to say the least. All right, it was part in person and part virtual.
I didn't hear about it though, but let me hear. Yeah. Let me see what is up.
All right, let's get on over to Master Control and let's see if we can bring this up for us. All right. It's an interesting concept that is being developed right about now, where in Grenada here, they are dropping the social distance, or at least considering to do so, the social distance mandate.
Yep. I actually heard of that yesterday also. Yeah.
But you have to continue to wear your mask.
Yeah. Well,
however, in SGU, they have altogether dropped the mask mandate.
All right.
I understand. We're going to get to a clip a bit later on. Where that is concerned, we'll take in the Minister of Health expanding on that. When asked the question, what's going on, is there any truth to that while Grenada still continues a mask mandate, SGU has dropped their mask mandate. So we're going to get the minister's take on that if Master Control is ready for us with that tall pre-performance.
Yeah. So
the Top General from Grenada, make some noise for Talbot!
Yo, mother!
Wait!
Where the real mad people them they know? Real. I play no wicked job. I play no wicked job. I play no wicked job. They go up to say I'm mad. I play no wicked job. What? I play no wicked job. I play no wicked job. They go up to all your come, all your jump, all your wave, all your wine, walk to them. Take a picture, make a pose. You never see job like those. Jab finger, jab toes. The jab don't have no clothes. What? So one exit in my brain. I say it's me only chain. Black blood running through my vein. It wouldn't lead on cocaine. I play no wicked job. I play no wicked job. I play no wicked job. They go up to say I'm mad. I play no wicked job. I play no wicked. The whole at Trinidad. Anywhere you in the world. All you wave, all you wave, all you. Your mother. Walk to them.
That was Tal Pre, a wicked jab.
Wicked job, your mother. Hey, Grenada, Carnival boy, August is the time.
Man. You know that song will always, every time you hear it, will still make you do a little head bopping, a little tapping of the feet or something or the other, you know. I mean,
well, I wish we had enough time to get into more of the performance. He went into Michelle right after that Old Woman Alone performance and mash up the place with that. But I guess we'll feature that another time when we got some more time on our hands.
Permitted, man. Hey, Gary, due for a short break. Let's take that break. When we come back, we chit-chat some more. We have the Celebrations Club coming up and more. All part of Good Morning, Grenada. Grenada. We coming right back, folks. Don't you dare touch your dial.
Say hello to Grenada's hidden gem, Mandela Court, a Grenadian-owned luxury boutique hotel tucked away in Lansipine. Our fully equipped suites are now complemented by an international standard restaurant and conference room. So whether you're having a formal business event, quaint garden wedding, or just a relaxed dinner for two, you can count on Mandela Court for that luxurious experience. Call today to book your viewing or reservation. We look forward to welcoming you.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere.
At Southern Electrical, you get the best value, quality products, and expert advice. We are the #1 supplier of residential, commercial, and industrial electrical products in Grenada. View our latest arrivals of wall lights for interior and exterior, beautiful chandeliers, pendants, solar motion lights, kitchen appliances such as crispy air fryer ovens, crepe makers, countertop grills, and more. Visit Southern Electrical at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George. We also ship to Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Call or telephone number 444-3042, WhatsApp 405-4993, or browse our website www.segrenada.com.
So we're back here on a Good Morning Grenada. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, folks. Some folks like to refer to it as Hum Day because it's just in the middle there this particular day, Wednesday. So let's take a peek. We do have coming up for you, don't forget, we have the Celebrations Club. Those of you celebrating, let me wish you a happy birthday if it's your birthday today. We got some interviews lined up this morning, some little chit-chat, but of course, put information. We're going to throw that out to you this morning. We have a Tune for Tune segment and more coming up, Gary. So Gary,
good morning, Grenada.
You know, we were, before we get into the Celebrations Club, we were chatting about that, of course, the dropping of the mask mandate at SGU. No, what's your personal take on that?
You really want my personal take?
Give me a personal take on that. Give me a personal take.
I don't know. My.
Are you for it? Let me make it easier for you. Are you for it or against it?
I'm not against it. I'm really not against it. I just have an issue with Grenada having one law and another entity within Grenada having another.
I had the same opinion, Gary. I think everything should be across the board, right?
Yeah, I don't know if Master Control has that clip. We can run it quickly. It's just a couple seconds long. All right,
let me take.
So if Master Control has got that, let's listen to the minister's response to a question asked by a journalist with regard to that.
There are numerous environments here in Grenada where, because they are fully vaccinated environments, the mask isn't required once you're in that environment. Restaurants, bars, clubs, and so if it's a fully vaccinated event, then in most instances, and St. George's University made a very bold and appropriate step sometime back that they were a fully vaccinated environment, and as such, you would see their ability to be more lax with respect to these types of mandates. Their test results came in today too, and no positive cases from them today on the tests that they have done. So I don't see that as an issue. That's what we hope to get to nationally. Everyone vaccinated and no mask mandates. We're going to get sort of a hybrid version of that eventually as this disease progresses, where we don't have all of our people vaccinated.
Back inside here on the Good Morning Grenada, G Squared, GT, and Gary, and
Gary had the minister's response.
Well, I understand him from a personal perspective with it. My personal opinion towards it, I understand what he's saying, but I still think stuff should be across the board. Anyhow you take it, you understand? Yeah. That's just my take on it. Anyway,
a law and an island in and of itself. That's how I see it. Anyway,
all right, man.
That's all I will say.
All right, Gary. Let me just touch the of course the Celebrations Club quickly.
We got much time.
I'm going to rush that through this morning. When we come back, of course, we do have Junior George, of course, in the waiting there. We will chat with him shortly. We do have Junior Checkley coming in also, being part of Good Morning here, Grenada. Let's take a peek at those of you celebrating today. Good morning and happy birthday going out to Keon Smart of Providence, Brudge Grove. Good morning, happy birthday. Actually, a student of he's actually a Form 1 student of the St. Andrew Anglican Secondary. Good morning. And he's celebrating today. 13 years old. Happy birthday from your entire family. Of course, all the family members I can't mention this morning. Renee Matthews of Subiz. Good morning. Happy birthday. 14 years old today. A lot of youngsters on the list. Let's say good morning to Callistra Frederick. Good morning and happy birthday. Form 2 student of the St. Andrew Anglican. Happy birthday. How much is it? 15 celebrating today. Good morning. Let's say good morning to Kevin Martin Gludd of Grand Mall. Good morning, celebrating 15 years old today. Good morning, happy birthday. Got twins on the list. Hey, that's Jadel and Jinan Dominic. They are twins once again, big man and small man as they're called. Celebrating 16 years also today. Good morning and happy birthday. Keneal Ross of Lois and Jonathan Andrews celebrating 16 years today. Good morning and happy birthday. Also, let me say good morning to Jadon McSween out there in the USA. Good morning and happy birthday. What about Tadisha Lewis in Tempe? Good morning and happy birthday. Ramon Lewis of Beauregard. Good morning and happy birthday. Lennox Date of Paradise. Good morning, happy birthday. Tracy Douglas of Bylands. How you doing? Happy birthday to you also. Karim Charles Christopher of Upper Capital celebrating. Good morning, happy birthday to you. Carline Nichols of Post Royal. Good morning, happy birthday to you. Ambrika Francis Good morning. Kevin Jones. Let me get that right. Kevin Joseph. I'm calling you Jones, bro. Kevin Joseph, good morning and happy birthday. Fimber Farmers of the Ravine among Parnassus. Good morning, happy birthday. Anthony Henry. Good morning. We have Magistrate Francine Forster of Village Road. Good morning and happy birthday. Another twins on my list this morning. That's Raul Antoine of Loretto. Good morning and happy birthday. And let's say good morning to the of course, a couple celebrating their anniversary today. That's their third wedding anniversary, actually. That's Robert and Marcia Noel Calise of Ramsey's Hill in Brush Grove. That's Celestine. Let me get that right. That's Robert and Marcia Noel Celestine of Ramsey's Hill in Brush Grove. Good morning and happy anniversary. And the final name I'm going to shout out this morning. Have to do this one. Let me say good morning and happy birthday going out to that's Kelena Oliver celebrating today. Happy birthday to you from members of the family. And finally, where's this one? I have to do this one before I get into trouble. Let's say good morning to Shaquille Emmanuel. Happy birthday, goodness going out to you from members of the family, especially your mom and dad and all the other members. Wishing you a great day today. Gary, that's where I'm going to put a halt in the birthday list this morning. It's a bit lengthy, so just had to pop in a few. The other names I will certainly shout you out just after the program this morning, all right? So after the show wraps up a little after 8 a.m., I'll pop in the other names. So Gary, we're back here. Good morning, Grenada, on GBN TV, via, of course, social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Good morning to you folks who are viewing there, and those who are listening via K105 and Hot 98.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Big up to our Facebook Live viewers right about now. Alistair is saying Keat, spelled K-E-T, gave SGU their own mandate. We are a double standard country. Earl, he says it makes sense what they have done, and I'm supposing he's referring to SGU. All right, we are here. Good morning, Grenada. Thank you guys for plugging on, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or GBN TV, or you listen to us via the airwaves. We've got Junior Checkley. No, not Junior Checkley.
Junior George.
Not yet. We have a different Junior with us. I don't know how Junior he is compared to Checkley, but we've got another Junior on the line. He's here, none other than Mr. Ride Along himself.
Hey.
What's going on, Junior?
I'm good. Kaka me, but I'm good. Wake up all this
Gary, I ain't heard that word in a long time, bro.
Hey, Junior, that word almost sound like a bad word, buddy.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Song foul.
Yeah, that song foreign to me, guy.
Yeah.
What? Boy. Happy to be in Grenada, happy to be in Greens. You know, I mean, it's such a, let me tell you, man, it's an amazing experience every time I get to come back home. It's always, it's always too much of a short trip. But at this time, I hope I take every second of this vacation and make it, enjoy every second of it, you know what I mean? And just love every second of it. So I'm happy to be back home in Grenada. I love spice, everything nice.
Yeah, man, I like your backdrop too, you don't get that when you're in America,
I'm telling you, I'm taking every moment of it, man. I'm sucking in every
Talking about it not being artificial, Gary. That's how you have to say it. Not an artificial backdrop.
Loving it.
It's
hey, Junior,
real.
You share your experience.
I always like the real deal.
All right, man.
Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead. You shared your experience as you entered Grenada. Just reiterate some of the points you made on a short clip you posted on your page.
Yes. Well, I was here about 6 months ago. I came in from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and I was working on a documentary over there to raise some funds after the volcano. And since I'm in the Caribbean, I decided that I was going to just come to Grenada. And so we did. And it was depressing at that time because it was very limited. There was virtually no one else there. The flight came with about 6 people, and that was it. And the whole process was so. And although I understood why the protocol had to be in place, it was depressing to just witness and to be a part of it. So I was saying, man, I can't wait to see some kind of normalcy, get back to some kind of normalcy. And 2 days ago when I came in, man, I was so pleasantly I felt so good to see how things have changed in 6 months. The process was seamless. The going through immigration was what I remember, like going through immigration. They didn't have to go and sit and wait and then get interviewed and provide all this document. It just feels like it was just a normal coming to Grenada process. And I was like, I really we can't take that for granted. The people who worked in the background to ensure that they got things under control, the doctors, the nurses, the people in authority, we really have to give them kudos. So I had to take a minute and just say to the people who work so hard here in Grenada to ensure that we could have that ease of access coming back home with the lifting of certain protocols. I just wanted to say thanks. So that's why I did the clip yesterday. And it was just a pleasure coming back to I could say almost normal immigration process 2 days ago. It was really great. It was amazing.
Well, I tell you what, Junior, it's great to have you here in Grenada. Enjoy, soak it up as much as you can. And hopefully we get a chance to link up before you leave. But welcome, and again, it's a pleasure having you, man.
All right, man. Hey, thanks again, man.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, that was Junior Georgia this morning. Gary, and that's going to be a good sell for the Ministry of Tourism in terms of visitors to the island, per se. You understand? It's the ease of coming back to this island. You understand how easy it is to get back to Grenada right now. Everything may not be 100%, but still the percentage is high. You understand? In terms of when you're able to come back to this island, the process. And I think that's a good sell. And I think the Tourism Authority and so forth should probably look into having...
Hey, GT, press that button and get rid of me.
Oh, yeah. My bad. So... I certainly think the folks in the authority should look into that and look to talk to other visitors to the island who may have similar experiences, Junior, and get those promos out. That could be a good sell for the beautiful Spice Isle. What's your take on that, man?
Yeah, well, I as I said, Grenada is open, and I'm inviting people who stayed away for all these years to take a trip back home. Come and spend some money, come on, enjoy everything that Grenada has to offer. I mean, listen, this has been such a great experience so far, and people have been stressed over this past couple years. And I think Grenada is the perfect cure to the stress that we had living in North America and seeing all the what transpired. I don't know if you lost my audio, Gary. Are you still able to hear me?
We got you. Don't worry, we got you. You with us?
Yeah, that's my audio.
We have you on mixed minus,
sorry?
No,
we got you. You go right ahead. We got you. We just go and flow it.
Yeah. So for everyone who have been going through all this stress, seeing so much deaths and over the past 2 years, just take a trip. It would definitely ease your mind. Go on Grenada and take a beach bath. Go to the Sulphur Spring. Just rejuvenate, because you need that normal back into your life. Right, and I think Grenada is the perfect cure to that.
All right. Hey, Junior, also, we seen you back in Grenada for Carnival. We gonna have the thing this year, man.
Yeah, well, listen. Spice Mass 2022, I'm always looking at ways to improve the product and get more people here in Grenada, and I think that I definitely would be a part of it some way. We've been doing amazing colors for a number of years, and if there is Spice Mass and there is Monday Night Mass and there is some kind of expression of culture here, we're definitely going to do our part in showing that as much people come down to Grenada and participate, maybe Monday night or some type of event, but we will have some kind of involvement in Spice Mass 2022.
All right. Hey, Junior, I hope you brought an extra jersey for me, similar to the one you got on.
Oh yeah, man, this is widely available now. This is the brand. So it's going to be widely available in Grenada. Gary,
salesman, boy.
Let me tell you, we are so patriotic. We are so patriotic. Listen, Gary, we are so patriotic all over the world, right? During the independence, we sold over 500 orders of these shirts. And people are still ordering. So they're not ordering because of independence, because we are Grenadian all the way through.
True.
We've seen an increase in people just coming and asking for it. This didn't need to be worn every time, not only on the independence. So it's going to be widely available in Grenada. We have it here already. We're going to be announcing where people could pick it up. And Gary, I got you on GT, man. Don't worry about it. I'll drop it up for you later.
I wanted to make a beg on A, but I was holding it back. But, yeah.
Thanks, I hope I could, if not get it free, I could get a nice little discount. You understand?
Don't worry, you're safe, man. You're safe.
Hey, all right, Junior, thanks once again, man. You know, we strapped for time. Hope we could accommodate you some more, but have yourself a great day, man, and continue to enjoy the Spice Isle, man. Take it easy.
Thank you so much.
All right.
There you go.
Hey, we're moving on. It's K105, Hot 98. It's Good Morning Grenada. And Gary, we drew for that break. Let's take it. We'll take that short break, and when we come back, hopefully we get Junior Check Day popping in. We could take, of course, a look at those areas around the island which you visit always with that travel.cam. So let's take that break. We're coming right back. Hey, folks, don't you veer touch your dial. We're coming back here.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center, a natural health store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 GBN TV. We're back live once again. It's Good Morning Grenada. Yes. Let me see what my good bro is doing this morning. Hey, Gary, that was interesting chit chat there with Junior George, and I think, and I personally think, we need to start promoting the island a little bit more than the authorities are doing right now. We need to promote this island much more. We need to have the tons, if I could describe it in that way, tons of folks just coming back. You understand? To the island, whatever you say, the stayover visitors, the cruise ship. But we don't have any cruise ship. We have two really big, of course, huge ones in the dust today. Both of them over 3,000 in terms of visitors on board. Now the protocols have been eased up a little bit so they could intermingle with the public and so forth, no longer subjected to any particular bubble. So we hope to see more visitors come into these Spice Isle, man.
Nicely said.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So, well, hey. Tell you what, man, Junior George, big up yourself. Gigi, I think I still press that button, man.
Yeah. My bad. All right.
All right. Press that button, gonna become now a catchphrase here.
My bad.
All right. So I just want a T-shirt. That's all.
Yeah.
Just a T-shirt, but I can rock like a proud Grenadian like everybody else. You understand?
Well, it looks great, you know, and we probably could be wearing it one of these mornings while we're on here. It's a great promotion for Grenada. You understand? Showing our patriotism with those colors, right. Those outstanding colors. You understand? So
it's all about colors, man.
Yeah, it's all about the colors. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting ready to jump inside the Tune for Tune clash. We ain't seeing Junior.
Well, I haven't seen Junior checked in as yet.
The Zoomers yet.
And as soon as he pops in, we should be able to accommodate him. And we had the Tune for Tune segment this morning. And as usual, we have two, songs lined up. And don't forget the viewers of you have and the listeners, you have a chance to participate and say, hey, I'm feeling that one or not. And still, Gary, you know what? I think it's a toughie on folks this morning, but pertaining to the answer for the
no response to the Raider Boy.
I'm still seeing some folks still.
Well, let's get some of the response now, right or wrong.
I'm seeing one person is saying, man. Well. Let me see this. I'm not sure if it's. I don't think is relating. Well. I don't think it's actually pertaining to the. To the riddle. I'm not sure. It's not pertaining to the riddle for some reason or the other. But let me try that again. Maybe Master Control could pop it up again and see if somebody could actually decipher that. I don't think it's that tough, It's not that tough, But I guess it's just the way it's put out.
It says here, I can be long. I can be short. I can be grown. I can be bought like in a store. I can be painted.
Yeah.
Or left bare. Or I can be round or square. What am I? It's a bit lengthy, a lot to process. Good luck. Got some minutes before we close off here this morning. But we got the Tune for Tune coming. Let's stick around for that.
So until someone, of course, comes up with the the correct answer for that riddle this morning, we're probably gonna have to roll it over. So we probably get to roll it over.
Yeah, leave it for tomorrow.
Before tomorrow. So we get it set for the Tune for Tune segment this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. It's G Squared, GT, and Gary, and let's see how we play this morning in terms of the Tune for Tune segment, folks. And interesting lineup this morning.
I'll tell you this much: we are still in Carriacou.
We're still in Carriacou
because we gotta continue to show Carriacou love.
Shout out to the sister.
Don't forget, we got Sleepy Diapers down in your area. Make sure you check supermarkets and stores near you. 80s, Alexis, Matteson. Those are some of the places that are selling Sleepy Diapers right now, so make sure you check them out. All right. Okay, yeah. Carnival is right around the corner in Carriacou, so we got to show them some love. So again, two tunes in the Tune for Tune clash from the sister isle of Carriacou. GT, I'm gonna go first this morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go first.
You take the lead this morning.
Yeah.
And let's see how the folks will respond to the two songs that we have lined up this morning in the Tune for Tune segment.
This song that I'm playing right about now comes from, like I said, the son of the soil, the man himself. I understand he has given up singing. All right, at least soca. I'm not too sure if there's any truth to that. Maybe someone from Carriacou could elaborate a little bit. But you guys know who I'm talking about.
I actually saw the statement he made. It was via social media, and he had a long, lengthy, posting about that. Why he has decided to give up and stuff like that.
Change his name, all kind of thing. I can't pronounce his name right now, but he has changed his name to a fully. He has Africanized his name. All right, and big up.
Maybe if you have his contacts one of these days, Gary, you probably could try to get him on the show and give us some more reasoning behind his decision. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Nevertheless,
but I haven't said that. Are we getting to the tune?
Yeah, we get into the tune. Let's get into
it. Come on,
my tune.
To the Isle of Spice. Let's go. Buckle up, take that trip to Grenada for the summertime. Yes, man. Be a mass, drink some rum, smell some spice, and free up your mind. You know, see how we do. A gem in the Caribbean, so unique. Tell you, fantastic. Sceneries to sweep you off your feet. Tell you, fantastic. Friendly friendliest people you'll ever meet. Great food and calypso music. The time of your life is surely guaranteed. And we got ladies, sexy ladies, gorgeous ladies. Yes, they all so fine. Yes, man. Fat boom boom, nice zoom zoom, good waistline. Oh, how they could wine. See somebody in a tight outfit, they're looking
fantastic. That's my tune this morning, all you.
Yes.
Right. See, I'm playing the whole tune.
Yeah, you can't play the whole song this morning.
Gist of the vibe.
And you could imagine
to decide.
Imagine folks at home right now, enjoying that song to the max. Well, the next song I'm gonna play is also, of course, a son of the soil of the Sister Isle of Carriacou. Me and this particular artist, we go way back. We actually kind of run into each other by how can I describe it? Just hop off and we kind of run into each other. Back then, this particular artist, I had the option of being the first to play his music on radio. You understand?
Good morning.
Hey, Junior, Junior, give us a minute. We're going to pop in with you shortly. Just hold tight there for a minute. And
all right.
And for years, Gary, I always been the first to play this artist's music. You understand? 4 years. I will always have it. I used to be christened the first to boss. Understand? So let's get into it, folks. Let's get into it one time. Here's a song from the second song, of course, song that I selected. It's called Tune for Tune. Listen to this.
Chin go kill them boy, black people go kill them boy, hot wine go kill them boy. We drinking rum till we die. Rum boy, where you dey? Rum boy, where you dey? Babash go kill them, Bungie go kill them, Subhead go kill them, Afterton go kill them. What make me feel so nice? We're praying in this paradise. Wake up, she don't stop. She smelled the rum in my breath. One shot in the morning. Even though I yawning, I don't get the price. I drink once a month, drink twice. Rum.
Where you do? It's one of these songs. It's one of these songs, Gary, that gave this artist a bit of recognition, around the Caribbean.
Yeah, it was his breakthrough song.
One of his breakthrough song, man. Shout out to Papa Lundy. So,
hey, Melvon Coutin, before you go any further, GT on the YouTube live, he's responded to the SGU topic we touched upon earlier on. He says the World Health Organization asked to drop their mandates.
Traffic congestion
the international code also SGU is
and the congestion is mainly traffic headed.
Anyone could
into Paddock, Canteen, even on to St. George's.
As long as
the traffic is backed up
turns their head.
all the way to Joey's Garage in Woodland.
PM and the rest of Grenada is happy.
So you can expect traffic delay if you're using the Springs Main Road. They're coming through. Think of using a detour.
Capture what he's saying there, the essence of what he's saying there. Well, thank you very much for your response on the Facebook Live. Melvon, have a good day today.
All right, Gary. Of course, apology for we had a Junior kind of tapping in on you there from time to time while you were speaking. Our apology for that. So let me see if I can get Junior on unmuted this morning. I sort of muted his audio a little bit. And so when Junior's ready, he could probably unmute his audio and we get things back rolling with him and get
Junior, unmute your audio, man. Let's go.
We are ready.
Hey, Junior, good morning once again. Of course.
Good morning.
I'm assuming you've been, of course, showing the folks probably via Facebook and so forth, of course, where you at this morning. So where you at this morning? Let us know.
Well, I'm right in Woodlands, just overlooking Cafe Gap. We in the air this morning.
Oh, you're in drone this morning, using the drone this morning.
Yes. I'm talking to you from the cockpit of Just Tool Media.
Like that description there.
And we notice for all that there is traffic congestion on the Springs Main Road, traffic heading into St. George. We've seen there's a buildup of traffic all the way down to the Adventist Church.
Wow.
So motorists can expect traffic delay on the Springs Main Road this morning if you're heading into St. George's. So what you can do is use a detour. You can go through this junction right here. You can go through Cafe Junction, and it will take you onto Gulf Coast, and then you can go down Belmont and go into St. George. I've tried it already, GT. When there's traffic congestion on Springs Main Road, I go through Cafe, go Gulf Coast, and Belmont, and I reach my destination on time.
You know, Junior, that's one thing Grenada is blessed with, alternative routes. You understand?
Alternative routes, yes.
Alternative routes, man. We are blessed with that. You can always divert somewhere and get back on your path once again, man. You know, that's good.
Yes.
That's good.
So motorists can expect traffic delay this morning. So if you're on the road, tell your boss you're going to reach late because the traffic is all the way up to past the Adventist Church.
Yeah.
Backed up this morning.
All right, that's interesting. I hope it's nothing serious that is causing the traffic back up. I hope it's not anything major happening on the road this morning, or it's just some. Anytime somebody stop at the road, there's a pile up of 50 vehicles or more. You know that?
No, sometimes it's like this time of the morning because you remember traffic coming from Woodlands all the way from St. David's, Monjaloo, Marian, and heading into St. George. So some around this time of the morning, usually there is congestion on the Springs Main Road.
All right. But I'm seeing some movement with the traffic, but it's just moving a little bit slow. It's moving, but
moving a little bit slow.
But there's some movement.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Junior, let me thank you once again, and it's a pleasure as always. You taking the time out. So folks who are viewing who probably haven't left their houses yet, and they'll say, hey, I could use an alternative route because I don't want to get caught up in that traffic. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Hey, take it easy, my brother, and all the best.
Have yourselves a wonderful day. Yes, remember to check Just Cool Media for all your live streaming and video recording of funeral services all over Grenada. And you want a drone pilot, you check Just Cool Media.
All right. Thanks again, Just Cool. Have yourself a great morning.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
You too.
All right.
Yeah,
hey, Gary, back, and I think I've seen
nice aerial view. Where you said it was again?
It's in the Woodlands Cafe area. I think that's where he actually mentioned that he was.
That was a kind of traffic report for you if you going to work, if you're going from one place to the next. You may want to avoid that area.
Yeah. And as I said, Gary, we're Grenada, we're blessed. We have those alternative routes. You understand?
Definitely.
Someone took me into, St. Andrew the other day and brought me through some back roads, Gary. And, the condition of the road's pretty good. But, you see, you get off the main and it takes you through those back roads and then you could get back on the main. It was really, really nice to see that. And, I was told it was done.
Blessed like that.
I was told it was done back in the colonial days, when the folks who were in charge of the estates and so forth helped to construct these roads to get their produce to sell in the main towns and so forth. You understand?
Yeah.
That's how these little back roads and stuff were put together. You understand?
Gotcha.
So that's good.
Gotcha.
Anyway, man, we're moving on here. Gary, I'm seeing some folks.
Don't forget, the tune for tune is on.
Yeah, we still go, of course. Which one of the two songs that you preferred? Hit me the propeller, please. Give me some love for that one. Anyway, Gary, I'm seeing some folks showing some love to the riddle this morning. Have about at least two individuals. One individual is saying, listen to this. A tree, lumber, or wood? What do you think? Anything correct about that?
Well, I'm not too sure where they've come up with that idea, but no, that's not the answer
That's not the answer we're looking for.
No.
Then I'm seeing another individual, could be a smarty pants here, I feel they Google it, Anyway, good morning. And they're saying the answer to the riddle is fingernails.
Yeah, I figured they Googled that. That's the correct answer.
That's the correct answer. That's the correct answer. That's actually the correct answer this morning. So,
Hey folks, so who have won the tune for tune boy between GT and myself? I played you Short Breeze, Island or Summertime, and GT Pupalindi's Romoy. Who's walking away with a win here this morning? Let's hear from you.
Well, let me see if anybody chiming in via, of course, WhatsApp. I've not seen anyone chiming in via WhatsApp as yet in terms of responding. My bad. I think I had the phone engaged since I did the weather forecast. My bad. Somehow I tended to forget to disengage the line. And and I see somebody's calling already, Gary. Probably I was the one making a mistake. Good morning. How you doing?
Hello. Good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic.
Yes. Tell me.
Very fantastic, man.
Yeah, which one of the two songs are you feeling?
Feeling fantastic. When sun just shine and sunshine, feeling fantastic.
Right.
Boom, boom, feeling fantastic.
All right, my brother.
That's a remix, but we know where you're going down. That's a remix. Nice short.
You say you're feeling fantastic. All right. I'm seeing Double Dose of Love been shown to you also, Gary, via the WhatsApp short pre summertime. Folks are feeling summertime this morning, and you know,
GT and Tad get links, boy. Oh gosh.
I think it'll deliberately do that, you know. You understand? It's been deliberate. I feel you're working.
Oh,
I feel you setting up people to call and vote for you anyway.
Oh really? No. Don't go there. Don't go there.
Hello. Oh man. Anyway.
Don't go there.
It was great.
It's been a wonderful morning, folks, for all the folks over there on GBN TV, our friends on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live. It's been a pleasure. You all don't forget, you can continue to listen to me, and you can view me on my live, because the Morning Heat is about to go live itself on Facebook. But I'm going to take my exit, GT, man. As always, it's been a pleasure. Your boy Gary, Mr. Smooth, is signing
Gary,
off.
man.
Have a blessed day today. Good morning, Grenada.
I'm bunksing back. That pleasure back to you also, man. It was great always taking the time for us to do this in the morning, getting the people up and running, and just making their day turn out to be great, you know, in terms of the thought of the day that we throw out, the word of the day that we throw out, the riddle, and, you know, our health tip and more. It just inspires a whole lot of folks. So thanks for taking the time out, folks, to always be part of Good Morning Grenada. Have yourself a good one. Coming up at the top of the hour, just a few minutes from now, we will have for you the BBC News here on K105. Hey, that's what we say goodbye to our TV audience this morning. Goodbye. And have yourself a good one. We're coming right back.